It was Power 105.1. Dani Leigh is my guest today.
Hey.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
And you seem like a very nice, sweet girl. Is that true?
I would like to say so.
Or do you have
think
another
so.
side?
I mean, if somebody tries me, I could really go there. I could just turn, like, I'll get crazy. But I'm really nice, though.
Really? But most of the time, very nice girl.
Yeah, I'm super nice, yeah.
You are originally from?
I was born in Miami.
Born in Miami, where?
Palmetto Bay.
Okay. I
Yeah.
lived in Margate for a very short period of time.
Oh, cool.
So I kind of know some of that area.
Yeah.
Dominican?
Dominican, both of my parents, yeah. They're from New York, too, so.
That's what I figured because most Dominicans are from New York.
You already know,
and
from the
uptown.
Heights, you already know.
Uptown. I said to Honey, I was like, she's from Dominican. Oh, but she's from Florida. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of Dominicans in Florida? In Miami?
It's gotten bigger now. Like, I think back then it was more Cubans, but now I think there's more Dominicans.
It's the population is growing.
But everybody Dominicans out here in New York.
So a lot of times people think you're Cuban, right? They assume it.
Sometimes I get that.
Miami.
Yeah, sometimes I get that.
Anyway,
But,
so you grew up in Miami. Your parents are from New York.
Yes. Miami, lived in Orlando for 6 years. And now I've been in LA for 9. So.
Oh, you're like an LA girl now. Is that a weird thing?
I feel like it's all I know because I moved out there when I was 16. So I was like growing up and like finding myself and, you know, the whole 9. So
you're already adapted to that life.
yeah, I think so.
And it's good for your career.
Yeah, no, it's great for my career.
Yeah. So tell me about this that part. Tell me how that started. From the beginning. Yeah, just tell me like I know nothing.
I got you.
I know something, but I want to know. I never met you, so I want to know everything.
No, for sure. My parents, they're still together, 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome. They're super supportive. You know, my mom put me in dance class when I was like 12.
Cause you're a dancer first, right?
Yeah. I've always sang, but I was more shy about it. I didn't think I was like a singer, so I didn't let nobody see that side of me. But you know, I did like my little YouTube covers by myself when I was like 14. And my mom's restaurant. My parents used to own a restaurant in Florida.
Dominicans?
Yeah, it was a Dominican mixed with like a American traditional. So they had like a both.
So they get busy in the kitchen?
Oh yeah.
Do you cook?
Nice. No.
What?
I know.
How does that happen?
But I don't got time to cook now, so it don't matter. Yeah. So, but I wish I did know how to cook.
But they get busy.
No, they're nice.
That's great.
Yeah, my dream is to build the restaurant that they lost in Florida for moving to Cali for me, my brother and sister. So. Yeah, that's my dream.
You're gonna get there. You're on your way.
Yeah.
You're on your way.
Thank you.
So, okay, so you're 14 and doing those things.
14, doing those things. You know, I was 16. I got signed to a dance agency while I was living in Florida.
Is that a hard thing to do?
I was in a dance convention and like they picked me out and they were like, yo, like, what's up? So then I ended up signing with them. They didn't know I lived in Florida though. So we like faked it. We're like, yeah, we're in LA. Try to go back and forth, but it didn't really work out. It was too much money. So my mom was like, let's just go to LA for like a month, see what happens, you know. So I went out there, month, ended up staying there for like 9 years. Wow. Now, yeah.
I'm always fascinated by parents like that give up, that change their life for their kids because they see a gift. Like that's
definitely. My parents, they were good. Like, you know what I mean? They had everything established in Florida. We have a lot of our family in Florida. So we went to LA. We didn't really know nobody.
Right.
Went to a 1-bedroom apartment, was living in there, all of us, my big family, and like, we just hustled and grind and just, you know.
Does that put pressure on you then?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta make it.
That's my goal is to just make sure they're good so they don't have to worry about nothing, you know.
That's so dope. And together too. Sometimes if it's a single parent, you're more likely for them to jump out and make a change like that. But for your parents to come together to make that change for you is really, really dope. So now you have to do this.
I know.
But you're here now.
Yeah.
And you've been doing really well. I know you did a couple tours already. And
yeah, I just got off tour with Tiana Taylor.
How was that?
It was dope.
But you were in the middle of all that little
drama.
Yes. Tell me what happened.
I know. I legit was in the middle like, But it was cool, though. I mean, I'm cool with Jeremiah, so I actually danced with Jeremiah when I was a dancer, so it's funny. Yeah, being on tour with him. But no, it was cool. They had their whole little, you know.
You minded your business?
I minded my business. I was like, hey, I'm just trying to stay on tour. I don't know what's going on.
Smart girl.
Yeah, so he ended up, you know, leaving, and then I stayed, so it was cool. I ended up being a co-headliner at that point.
Yeah.
So I got a 45-minute set versus a 15, so
and that was the first time you was doing shows of that size, right?
Yeah, it was my first time being on tour for myself, like with my music, so.
How did it feel?
It was dope.
You ready?
Yeah, it was dope, you know, because Lil Baby had just been, like, climbing. So just getting to travel around and see, like, who knows it and what cities are up to it was dope.
That's a dope thing, right? When you look out and then you see people actually know your song now and doing that. And then Lil Baby jumped on it. Did you know that was happening?
No, I saved the file under Lil Baby featuring Lil Baby when I first did it in 2017 because I just
putting it out there.
Yeah, I just
putting
wanted
it in the universe.
Yeah. I posted a video dancing to one of Lil Baby songs, and I was like, tag Lil Baby if you guys want a remix for Lil Baby. Everyone tagged him, and he commented and was like, let's do it. So I slid in the DM, and I was like, what's up? And then it ended up happening. Sent in the record, my A&R too put the play together, and it happened.
That's pretty great. Have you met him?
Yeah, I met him.
Oh yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah, he was here yesterday. He's good. He's
for
good.
real.
He's a nice kid.
Yeah, he's cool.
So that happened. You just opened up for Cardi too. I heard that. How was that?
Out here, it was dope.
What was that?
For the Pandora show.
Oh, okay. Did you meet her?
I did. Yeah, it's funny because I actually co-wrote the Dinero song with JLO.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so that was actually supposed to be my record like 3 years ago, and JLO ended up picking it up, and then Cardi hopped on it. So I was like, oh wow.
So how do you do that? So you write the song and then it was your voice, like you recording it and everything?
Yeah, I still got my version of it.
Are you going to release it?
No, I'm not going to release it. But, the record's doing...
Don't piss off JLO. It's too early
I'm
in
not
your
gonna
career.
do that.
It's too early. Don't do that.
I'm not going to do that.
No, they'll come for you. Don't do it. So you did the song, and then they demo it, and then she hears it, and then she decides she wants to do it.
Yeah, I was going to keep it for me, but then I just decided I didn't really want it, and then she ended up taking it. So
and also, that's
worked
a nice...
out.
Did you meet her?
I met JLo a couple times, yeah.
Really?
I've actually, when I was dancing back then, I've auditioned for JLo a couple times, too.
Did you make it?
No.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It's all good. I think I get the comparison to her a lot. I don't know if that's the reason why, like...
Because you dance and because you're Latin.
Yeah.
It'll pass.
I wear hoops.
And you wear hoops. We all wear hoops. It'll pass. That always happens. I remember, because, I know her for a long time, and I remember interviewing her a long, long time ago. And when she first came out, they always compare her to Salma Hayek because she was like the Latin actress at the time.
Yeah.
So everything was her and Salma Hayek. And I always remember she was like, I know it will pass, and it did pass.
It did.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
I never even knew that comparison.
No, because you don't remember at that time. But they always gonna put you up next to somebody else that they could kind of compare you to until you rise to your own. And by the way, that's not a terrible comparison.
Hey man, she's doing everything I want to do in my career later on. So that's good.
Acting too?
Acting, yeah, definitely.
Good, good for you. All right, so signed to Def Jam.
Yeah.
That's a nice little... How did that happen?
So at the time, I actually had a decision to make of like leaving on tour with the artist to dance or just focusing on like my music, And a couple people have been hitting me up like to meet with them for the label. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take the meetings and just see what's up. So I met with LA Reid at Epic. I met with Interscope, and then I met with Def Jam last. And they were just they like had a whole different vision for me. So when I met with Def Jam with my A&R too, we kind of had the same like mindset of just like, okay, the cool new girl, like this is what you don't gotta dress crazy like this, because that's what they were trying to do with the other labels.
What was they trying to do? Put you in like a
heels,
like
dresses, long hair, all the whole nine, pop music.
And that's not your thing.
No, that's not my thing at all. So I was like, that's the one thing I wanted to do, is just have control, over my art. So when I signed with Def Jam, like they really let me do whatever I want. Like, so
that's how it has to be. You can't force it, because eventually that shit crashes and burns anyway.
It's not gonna look real. It's not authentic.
And read that you were a fan too of Aaliyah too. Like you came up.
Yeah, definitely.
She was definitely like that.
Yeah.
She wore her pants 4 times.
I know. That's me.
And she was still very sexy and still killed it. So
I loved her.
It didn't matter at all. Yeah. All right, little mama. So what happens next? What's the plan?
The plan actually is the title of my album that'll be out in 3 days. So,
you see that segue?
I know. Did you do that on purpose?
I didn't, but I should have took credit because it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I see you.
It's the plan.
Yeah, so it'll be dropping in 3 days, November 30th, this Friday. I'm super excited. 12 records. I got different features on there. Lil Yachty, YB and Amir, YG, Lil Baby, Chris Brown. And yeah, I just, showed my story. My plan is to take care of my family, everything I've been going through, my sucky love life. Week, because you know what I'm saying. I talk about them.
It happens. Do they know you're talking about them?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't care.
No, I don't care. It's your fault.
Yeah, you should have done
You're
better.
my inspiration for it. It's all good. But yeah, that, and you know, I just showed my versatility as an artist in this album. You know, I just showed my R&B Dani side, my like trap happy club Dani dance side, and then you know my Latin side too. So
Spanish too?
Yeah, I got my brother Bills on the record.
Hi. Hi, brother.
Yeah.
What kind of song is it?
It's called Yo No Sé. It has like a trappy type of vibe to it, but it's in Spanish, so it's gonna be dope.
That's
it's big.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Good for you, mama. Congratulations. So the plan, back on the road?
Yes, actually, the beginning of February.
Okay,
my
good.
tour, Be Yourself tour.
Dope.
Yes.
Yeah, and go see her little. Is that Foot Locker commercial still running, right?
Yeah, it's still running.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was super dope, huh?
Yes.
I was the only girl on there too, so I thought that was
only
cool.
girl, new artist, and there was some like G's in there. Like,
J Balvin was in there, DJ Khaled, like it was crazy.
Were you all together? Did you shoot all of that together?
I got to meet J Balvin that day. Bad Bunny was on set, but I didn't get to meet him that day. But J Balvin's mad cool.
Mad cool, right?
The nicest guy in the world.
I hosted an event and he was performing, and my mother, out of all people, my mother was like, I really want to meet him. I was like,
he's the nicest.
And he was like, and with my mother though, like took the time, was talking to her, asking her like just so charming and
so
sweet.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I'm a fan forever.
Yeah, forever.
Forever after that. That's so good. Congrats, baby. So Foot Locker, I mean, you're on your way. You got commercials, you got albums, you got movement.
Movement. Thank you.
Congrats. I'm sure this will be hopefully this will be the first of many to come.
For sure.
Thank you, baby. One time for Dani, please. Dani Leigh, everybody. It's Power 105.1.
My little baby.